All right. Visitors for this weekend with Miami coming to town.
Yeah, it's similar to the NIU weekend in that not like a long list of visitors, like key guys, different classes and everything, but it's a quality over quantity maybe thing from that standpoint, if that makes sense. And we're going to touch on two prospects in particular right now. One is Joey O'Brien, listed at safety. Notre Dame likes him as a corner. 6'4", 180 pounds. 6'4", 180 pounds. Those corners don't grow on trees, Darren. Like this kid is pretty special. Number 150 overall player nationally and number 12 safety per the On3 industry ranking. I logged a prediction for him to choose the Irish back in March. And then talking to some sources, like, hey, I'll ask him straight up, like, hey, who would you put predictions in for? And I think like 3 or 4 times since then, I've been told Joey O'Brien would be a good one. I'm like, hey, yeah, I did that back in March when he got the offer. So it's a dogfight for sure. He's got some big time schools after him: Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan. Florida State, I guess you can call them a big time school, but woof, that program right now. Alabama, Ole Miss, Tennessee, list goes on and on. And O'Brien from Glenside, PA, LaSalle College. So this is a big visit for the Irish. He's been to campus. I think this will be number 3. Yeah. He was on, or he was in South Bend for a spring visit, and then he returned for that grill and chill at the end of July. And then how about an official visit, Darren? Okay. A USF commits, and as a USF alum, I never really anticipated covering a Notre Dame trying to flip a USF commit, but this kid is so fascinating. Committed to Georgia State early on in his process, and then Mississippi State and USF get in a dogfight for him. Flips to USF after summer official visits, picking the Bulls over the Bulldogs. And then so he had that initial small little blow up getting, the SEC school in USF. And then there's another blow up where he gets offers from, and this is in August, you get Notre Dame joins the list, North Carolina, Duke, Vanderbilt. I think there might be 1 or 2 others. So it's really looking like now a battle between Notre Dame, Alabama, and North Carolina. And Tavius Richardson just got bumped by On3 into the national rankings. He's a number 292 overall player in the country and number 12 athlete, plays high school quarterback, a do-it-all player at a small high school in a small town in the state of Georgia, really small town, like less than 1,000 people.
Wow.
And Notre Dame's recruiting him as a wide receiver. I think he's committed to USF as a corner. Bama's looking at him as a safety. And he could really do it all. So he's been to Bama recently. I'm guessing he's going to take an official visit there. I believe he visited North Carolina this month, and going to Notre Dame this weekend for an official visit. I believe it's his bye week, so it's a good weekend to do an in-season official visit. Notre Dame would love to have Antavius Richardson. Again, 6'2", 170 pounds, now a 4-star prospect by On3. And Notre Dame general manager Chad Bowden was just at Richardson School last Friday. Bowden likes to recruit on the road during the season. So that's just a couple of the notable visitors in South Bend this weekend. We'll have more about it at blueandgold.com.
I'm guessing, I have no idea, but I'm guessing he's the type of kid that the different schools might want him at different positions.
Yeah. So again, Notre Dame was receiver, USF has him at corner, Bama safety, some schools just as an athlete, just get here and we'll figure it out later. But yeah, Notre Dame definitely sees him as a wide receiver. That doesn't mean he couldn't move positions, and Richardson told me recently that he doesn't have a strong preference between the positions.
Okay. Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng, what's the latest?
So this is, of course, the younger brother of Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and he announced his top 6 schools, Darren. Notre Dame, Florida, Ohio State, Michigan, Texas, USC. Good job, Mike, for remembering that. Pat on the back. So he just announced this. This was not really a surprise at all that it was those 6 schools, but it's good timing because I went to his high school on Thursday. I was driving down there and I was like, I don't know why my spidey senses kicked in that Has he been playing? Is he injured? Or you never know with IMG. Sometimes kids just go home. Owusu-Boateng's from Virginia. I was like, maybe he transferred back home. I don't know. So I call Kyle Kelly. Kyle Kelly looks at the stats. My coworker, Blue and Gold, and he says he hasn't played this year. I'm like, oh, crap. So I'm going down here to see a recruit who's not even going to play. Surely enough, he didn't get to play. It's minor. He'll be back, I'm guessing, either this week or next week. But it was cool. I got to interview him before the game, spent 8 minutes talking to him. You'll find the article at Blue and Gold today. On Tuesday, I should be more specific, and some really good stuff about his timeline, interest in the Fighting Irish, the role his brother, who won the Butkus Award at Notre Dame, the role he's playing in the recruitment and whatnot. And I have to say, Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng, 6 foot, 200-pound, top 100 overall player at the linebacker position. He's number 84 prospect in the land, number 6 linebacker. This is according to the On3 industry ranking. Big time prospect. Rivals views him as a 5-star prospect. On3 currently outside their top 300. If Owusu-Boateng commits to Notre Dame, I know that Irish fans are going to be yelling at me for him. Like, I don't know. I don't have anything to do with it. I promise. But yeah, it seems like a Notre Dame Michigan battle at the top with like Texas and USC right there. I believe he visited USC this fall, maybe not. But I know he's liked what he's seen from USC this season. He's going to Michigan this weekend, Darren, and then he's got an official visit lined up with Texas October 19th. He'll be at Notre Dame the weekend of November 9th, which is, of course, the Irish's, not to call it showdown with Florida State, but I can't get over how bad the Seminoles are this season. It's wild to me. So yeah, big target for Notre Dame as they round out the 2025 class strong.
All right, finally, Mike, how about Dom Hulock getting a rankings boost?
Yeah, got to show some love to a prospect. We don't talk a ton about Dom Hulock from Immaculate Conception over in Chicagoland. Got a bump from 3-star status into the On 300, which is just On 3's national rankings, and he's the number 287 overall player. And a couple games so far. He's played well. 9 tackles it was a loss for IC Catholic against Chicago St. Ignatius, but he had 9 tackles. One of those being for a loss, a sack, and had 4 catches for 53 yards and even a 23-yard carry. My sources have really raved about Dom Hulock and like being like, Mike, this kid really needs a bump. And just pulling up some verified data on him real quick. 6'4", 240 pounds, which you see on the screen for folks watching on YouTube. And how about this, Darren? He ran a 4.61 at Notre Dame at 6'4", 240 pounds. Some receivers who are like 50 pounds less than him are running 4.6s. Dom Hulock runs a 4.6 at 6'4", 240, and he's a defensive end, committed to Notre Dame originally as a linebacker, and now he's just a D end, and that probably like a Viper. But by the time he gets to Notre Dame, who knows? Be a 3 tech. Who knows? But kid's a beast. Probably not a 3 tech, maybe strong side end, but kid's a beast. And he's a 4-star per On 3 and Rivals now. His stock is going to continue to climb as we go on there.